my channel. I am Stephanie, and these are the most thankful books I've ever read. Okay, I know that sounded kind of funny, right? Most thankful books I've ever read. So, if you guys didn't know, I have been doing a series of collaborations with my bookish friends that you can check out the playlist right here. For the past couple months, I've been doing a sort of best of series. Best book I've ever read, best what have you, in a theme of some sort. And this month's theme is most thankful for the book that you've ever read. So it's a book that has moved you in some way, somehow, in any right, you know, and I didn't narrow it down to just having to be for this year. It could have been any point in your reading, in their reading careers or reading journeys, however you want to kind of put that. And I look forward to finding out what they have picked, and I hope that you enjoy them.
Hello friends and enemies, I'm Isabel from Happy For Now, here to share with you the book I'm thankful for. So this took a lot of thought and a while to like come up with a solid answer for, but I'm pretty happy with what I picked and I can't wait to share it. So I personally suffer from ADD or ADHD as it's now mostly called, and it took a long time for me to find a book that had representation around what I suffer from. And when I did, y'all, it meant so much to me to see myself reflected on the page in that capacity in a way that, like, I usually pretty much can always find myself in a book, right? But this really hit home when I read A Duke by Default, and we got to experience Portia Hobbs, who is also an ADHD sufferer, and we got to see her struggles with life and rejection and all kinds of things that, like, I honestly didn't realize I was missing in my heroines, but I was really missing in my heroines. And it was just such a treat to spend these pages with her and Sword Bay and finding acceptance for yourself when you struggle with certain things that other people really don't have a problem with in their life and can just miraculously accomplish, but you instead have to spiral for 40 minutes on just how to even get there. Because sometimes you just miss the steps when you have ADHD, and I think that this did a great job demonstrating how the brain works when you suffer from it, and how you can still find love. So this is the book I am thankful for because Alyssa Cole also always brings a smile to my face, and I always love her stories. So if you haven't checked out A Duke by Default, I can't recommend it enough. You can dive in here. You might want to read the first one because they're all really good, but this one is definitely my favorite in the whole series.
Hi everyone, my name is Chloe and my channel name is Always Booked, and today I'm here to tell you about one book that I am just so thankful for. So this book is one that I read just on a whim one evening, totally like out of nowhere, and I had kind of been on a slump of bad stuff, and this was something I found on NetGalley, and it was really quick, and so I picked up Dear Girl by Aija Mayrock. Now this is a poetry book, and it's probably the one and only poetry book that I have read in years. I'm not a huge fan of poetry, but this book was so good. It was like a 45-minute audiobook, and I can't, 125-page book or something. It was so short, but part of the synopsis says it's a love letter to sisterhood, and it is, you guys. If you are a woman, or you're raising daughters, anything, I would highly, highly, highly recommend that you pick up Dear Girl and listen to it if you can, or read it, whatever you prefer. It's just about like standing up for yourself and like knowing that you are worth it, you are enough, and just hearing that message like brought chills to me. I am the mother of 2 girls. I'm also obviously a girl, and just hearing Dear Girl, like, oh, you sweet girl, you are worth it. You stand up for things. You are strong. You are all of these empowering, wonderful messages. I am just so thankful for Dear Girl and the message that it gives to young girls, old girls, everybody in between. I loved it. So I would highly recommend you pick it up.
Hi, my name is Jess, and my channel and my blog are called From Me to You Video Photography and Book Reviews. Thank you, Steph, for allowing me to be a part of your collab. So I tried to come up with one book that I'm thankful for, that I forever have always loved and such. And I found a few, and I couldn't settle on one until I thought of Unmasking Juliet by Teri Wilson. I read it in 2014, and it takes on it's a retelling of Romeo and Juliet. Only I never liked Romeo and Juliet. I loved Unmasking Juliet though. Basically what it is you have Leo and Juliet, who are a part of they're rival chocolatiers. Their families have been in the chocolate business for ages, and if I remember correctly, their chocolate shops are across the street from each other. If not across the street, they're either side by side. They're somewhere very close in the vicinity of their town. And they are world-class chocolatiers. And they both have known each other, of course, because of the feud for a very long time. And they are now back in each other's lives, and steam happens. Things go down. It's more of a new adult type of novel, but it is so, so good, and the ending is just amazingly sweet. To quote myself, because I have it up over here, basically what it is it takes the tragedy of its predecessor, and instead of that, it's an entertaining contemporary romantic comedy that allows you to root for the couple while throwing you into the middle of a generational chocolate war. And it literally is a chocolate war to the very end. And I was here for it. I loved it so much. I definitely want more people to read it, even though it's an oldie. It is so, so good. So yes, please pick up Unmasking Juliet by Teri Wilson. Also, along with that, I want to do a quick mention and say Hot Shot by Susan Elizabeth Phillips is very good as well. Also, Love Rosie by Cecelia Ahern got me into romance, so I choose that one as well. Anywho, that's it. My time's almost up. Thank you for being here. Please check out my socials, and I hope you have a good day.
So I'm back. I hope you enjoyed those suggestions for most thankful books, and the reasons that my collaborators have given. I love them all. I greatly appreciate all of the people that join me every month for these different categories. I like that we get to give you guys a different opinion. It's not just always mine about these different categories, and I end up getting recommendations from them as well. So since it's my video, I get to choose how many books I'm going to do, and I'm doing 3 of them. Yeah, I'm cheating. I don't care. It's my video. So the first book that I'm going to talk to you guys about is A Dear Life by Meghan Quinn. And when I first read this book, I was all over the place because it deals with 4 individual things that end up happening to these people, and they come together during this group therapy session. And the book is like half group therapy talking about, and then they break off into couples, or throughout the story they break off into couples, and you get to see how their stories sort of intertwine in different ways. And it has such a good premise behind it, and I just absolutely love the fact that it's a romance along with a epic journey of finding yourself and proving your existence. Next, I'm going to talk about Beyond What Is Given by Rebecca Yarros. And I loved this story because it shows that there can be epic and all-out love between a person. And there can also be friendship. There can be friendship that turns into love. There can be duty. There can be honor. There can be sacrifice. And just this moved me. I was seen in this story. I could see my friends, and I could see the struggles that they have, and it's all through fiction. So I'm very thankful for Rebecca for writing a book that I can see through. And then finally, I'm going to talk about Hookshot by Kennedy Ryan. This book, I think, is probably the most seen I have ever been in a book. I was emotionally connected with this book. One of the characters has life changes that somewhat mirror mine, and it was eye-opening to have an author see me, and I see myself in the character. And the care that Kennedy Ryan takes with this character, and the journey that is taken by that character throughout the story, from the things that ended up happening to the character, is emotionally and just absolutely beautiful. I appreciated it, and I felt it, and I love Kennedy even more for writing this book and taking that care and that time to, for myself to be seen in a book. So, those are the books that we as a collective are most thankful for. This is a time for, and a season to be thankful, even though the world seems like it's crappy. Be thankful. Tell your family, your friends, that you're thankful for them. Reach out to them. Just a simple hi, how you doing? I love you. I'm thankful for you. And you could be brightening someone else's day. So do that, and be happy, and be thankful in this kind of bad time. So, as always, if you enjoyed this video, please give me a big thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. There's a feedback form down in the description box that you guys can help me improve my channel if you fill it out, or if you just want to throw some comments at me in private, you can do it on that form as well. Also, all of my collaborators information is down in the description box, along with the list of the books in which we talked about throughout this video. Other than that, my Ko-fi, my PayPal, all of my social links, to include my Patreon, is down there. Please go check all that good information out down there in that description box. Let me know a book that you are thankful for in these trying times. And thank you for watching, and we will see you guys in the next video.